What's up, people? I'm coming in. I'm coming in. Give me a few. Set things up and everything. Stay right there. If you guys want to join in, excuse my voice. I still got this corona thing going. Still trying to get through it. But if you guys want to, join this discussion, please go into StreamYard, and my invite is right up there for you guys to see. I don't know if you're on Facebook and you can see it, but if not, I'm gonna put it on there. See if I can see. I'm gonna see if you guys can see it as well. No, I see that you guys can't. Hold on 1 second. Let me go on my StreamYard because I want people to definitely join the discussion. I don't want to just hear me talking. Very important discussion today. Okay, copy that. Let's see if I can do it like that. Guys, I got it on Facebook as well. If you want to join my discussion, we can do it like that as well. I'm about to turn this camera on, but let you guys know I ain't feeling it today. I had to do this live tonight because, again, I tell you guys time and time again, for manhood, but especially black manhood, black American manhood, to start stepping up, to start understanding what the society that you're in. This is what it's all about. What's going on, people? What's going on? How you doing? How's everyone? 4 minutes into this thing, so I could curse a little bit, But again, we're here. We're here, everyone. Man, oh man, this is going to be a good video. This is not for the people that want to keep on going about their business, doing the same thing that they've been told to do, and things of that nature. I'm literally about this business of making sure these young men understand. Nobody don't think of you as a victim, even when you die, even when you're dead in the ground, or you're an actual victim. They don't think of you as a victim. If you think they do, I mean, that's on you. Yep, I'm still representing Giants. Don't give a shit. But yeah, man, we gotta go. We gotta get to it, man. The last 24 hours, I've been saying on Facebook, I've been sharing a lot of stuff on Instagram and everything. And, the media does it again, man. And, and that's manipulating things, talking about things that they really don't know nothing about, especially the people that's sharing different things. And it sometimes feel like men and women such as myself, we feel like the sheep, I wouldn't say the sheep of the world, the outlookers of the people that no one really wants to talk about. People think that we don't make any sense because common sense don't make sense to a lot of sheep, because it's all about following trends. It's not about figuring out what's going on. It's about being a hypocrite. It's about who you like and who you don't like. I know you guys certain people that's my Instagram followers, my Facebook followers, they they you, they more than likely follow people like what's homeboy name Kwame Brown, and it's the go along get along game, and that's what it definitely is. Nobody these go along get along members, they don't care about facts. They don't care about none of that. They don't care about things that's going on in their heads and stuff like that. And it's okay. It's acceptable. Whatever you want to do. But before I go any further, we've been 7 minutes into this live. I want you guys. Excuse me. Just like I said, I'm fighting this corona. Hold on. I want you guys to go on my YouTube to subscribe to my channel, Kasim Lamar YouTube. Let me put the banner up. Let me put the banner up so you can see it a little bit more clearer. Kasim Lamar Dream Big Podcast. And for the people that's joining, that's want to watch this, what have you, thank you very much. I try to make as much sense that I possibly can because I do research. I don't just, want to disagree disagree with people. I want to do research. And people say, well, why does it matter? This is the problem. Everybody want the black man, especially the heterosexual black man, to gravitate to every delusional, every delusional trend that we possibly can do, because they see it from what they show on TV. Again, and I put a post up earlier saying Shannon, people like Shannon Sharp and I'm gonna show people like Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith are the N-word guard dogs of TV. People hate that I say that because people hate the truth. It seems like what it seemed like. I have conversations with people that disagree with me most of the time, all the time. I just have these conversations after conversations with these people, and I still cannot seem to understand what they're coming from. For the most part, it's like if we don't teach our own young boys, young men, who the hell is going to teach them? Because right now we're failing them. We're failing young black men. These guys think sports is going to be the ultimate answer, and it's completely not. We have to start raising our sons to understand they're going to have to have 3 to 4 options, and before all these options occur, they're going to have to know. They're going to have to understand their what how should I say, their reality, their society. Because if they don't, it's going to be a big problem. You hear me? It's going to be a huge problem. All right. I'm going to go on my Facebook group. I'm going to share my Facebook on what I said today. And what I said a couple of things today. And I'm also going to share a couple of things, information on what's been going down with Antonio Brown. This is what it's about. Antonio Brown on his what I believe is a mental health problem, versus Simone, what's that the Olympic girl that quit on her team in the middle of the Olympics, and how they felt about her mental than they do Mr. Antonio Brown. Then it's all, I'm not taking up for Antonio Brown because I don't condone being a football coach for over 20 years, loving the game for most of my life. I don't condone what this man did or anything else. But what my problem is, when it's a lot of hypocrites talking about this man, tearing him down, another heterosexual black man. And I'm keep on catching these people doing the same thing. And people think is I guess it's okay to do. So I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this real quick. My computer is going a little slow. I probably got too much stuff going on. Um, but we're gonna get this right. We definitely gonna get this right. How you guys doing so far? 2022, man. It's crazy, man. I haven't sent something on 2022 in a while, but I'm here, baby. I'm here. Hey, where we at? Where we at? I want y'all to see this shit so bad. Hold on one second. Okay, here we go. No, no. As a conservative, oh no, I already put that. Okay, here we go. Let me share this with you guys. Mhm. Mm. I've been vaccinated, and I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I might not getting all the symptoms, but this shit ain't no joke. It's too long for me. I like to be 100% as much as possible. That's why I always try to take care of my body. Hold on one second. I'm gonna share my Facebook right here. This is what I put earlier today. What I said, it's no need for white men on national TV to villainize heterosexual black men when they got people like Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith to be their N-word guard dogs. I don't know how to even say that better than I'm saying it because it's extremely true. It's a huge problem. And it's not just Shannon Sharp and it's not just Stephen A. Smith. In my opinion, and I do a lot of research, it's a whole lot of who they put in front of us. A whole lot of mainstream media N-word dogs and who they put in front of me. Black, white, I remember when what's his name? Kwame Brown was talking about that. White man don't have to say none of that crazy stuff no more. What he say when it comes to not to say all of them do it, but when it comes to people, um, uh, villainize on black men, I see it all the damn time. For the last 6, 7, 8 years, if you're not again, if you don't share the same opinion, then a lot of these people, if you don't share that same opinion as things of that nature, then you're going to be ostracized, no matter if you're black, white, or Hispanic. But something about straight black men that really don't share that fake woke type of mindset, that vaccination and all this other stuff, social justice type of mindset, that victimhood type of mindset. When there's a black man like that, such as myself, they like to control our narrative a lot. And it's a damn shame that most of our black men, a lot of us, I said before, black men are starting to wake up big time. And I think they're going to wake up even more in 2022. A lot of us are starting to see this go, go over and over and over again. We're gonna get back to the AB situation. All right, because again, I'm not trying to be on live that long because I have things that I have to take care of. So we're gonna get into it. Friend of mine on Facebook shared something on Facebook that I'm gonna share with you guys. As soon as I find it, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna read it to you, I should say. Hold on one second. What the heck I'm on? Okay, it should be that right here. Hold on one second. Maybe I did something silly. Flex. You at Flex? I'm trying to find what you put out there today. I want to read some of the things that might be true, might not be true. This coming from what they're hearing from what's his name? AB's Antonio Brown's camp, or how they say or what have you. I don't know what's going on with Instagram. I mean Facebook sometimes. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, this is from Ronald Sessions. It says, I guess it seems funny at first when you consider Antonio Brown actions until you really think about what he said to himself in front of thousands in the stands, with the millions worldwide that will see the replay of his public meltdown. I don't believe it was a meltdown. I believe that he was being who he is, to be honest with you. Well, anyway, let's go. Some of y'all have called him names ridiculous, ridiculing him without knowing all the facts, and have fun at his expense. The saddest part is he's likely dealing with issues that are related to the sport he played for years at a very high level. Some of you probably cheered for him when he won, but now castigate him now that he's down. It says more about you than it does him, especially if it's CTE. That's the cost he paid to entertain you. Well, in the words of Maximus, are you not entertained? I pray that EB gets the help he needs before his demons claims his life. He's worth saving, not for Sunday games, but because he made in the image of likeness of God. Peace. P.S. Don't at me. I got time today. Yes, yes. Um, Again, when a black man dies or get killed, whatever, or especially a famous black man, they want to give him his flowers. You know, you know. And again, I want to make sure this is bigger than AB. This is bigger than AB. If the man got CTE problems, he have CTE problems. I don't know the facts of anything of that. If the man got money issues, he got money issues. That's why he probably, what made him react the way he reacted. It's so many things are coming out on his situation. My whole main problem is people, and especially black people, and it's usually those so-called social justice, so-called pro-black people that's really getting on. Because again, white folks don't have to do all these white folks that really want to say something. They don't even have to do that no more. Again, it's a lot of N-word guard dogs out there. It's a lot. We got the Jamel Hills of the world. We got the Shannon Sharps of the world. We got the Stephen A. Smiths. Like 98% of ESPN black workers. All of them. They're getting on him. But again, what if that was a black woman? Yeah, we gonna have a conversation tonight. Being as though I'm sick as shit. What was that? What if that was a black woman? I'll tell you right now what if it was that, because it was a black woman that had a mental breakdown, as I said at the beginning of the beginning of the live. So let's share what they think about the black woman. What's her name? Simone, the Olympic star young lady. Let's share a couple things on what they said about Simone. Here we go. Here we go. I want to see. We're going to go to that real quick, too. Hold on 1 second. Let's look at this right here. Look how they do with ESPN.
Kimberly's point.
Sorry, guys.
good for her. Mental health is important, and it is, of course. And if they want to make a point about athletes getting softer, they say, come on, yeah, we know you have to perform. It's always been the case. And there's the truth. There's truth to that, too. So I think people are kind of using this to make a point. My feeling about Simone Biles is she is not obligated to compete as long as she's not like, is she hurting Team USA? Did she pull out in such a way where she wasn't good? Her points wouldn't accrue to? No, she waited until that wouldn't be like she competed as far as it wouldn't hurt them, and now it hurt us. And now it's like, okay, I want to step back. I'm not feeling it right now. That's okay. What I notice is, and she's the greatest of all time. Like, I don't know if people want to make the point, well, you can't be the greatest of all time and still do this sort of thing. Well, obviously you can, because she is the greatest of all time, and she's doing it. But what occurs to me is you see Simone Biles doing this. You saw Naomi Osaka doing this. And
that's another one.
We are living in a time, like, why all of a sudden is this happening, right? To high-profile athletes, women, you know, some of the highest-profile female athletes in the world. And I think it's a combination of social media, which has created more media and therefore more criticism, more negative media. I would imagine, I'm not a woman of color, but Kimberly, you can talk to this more directly than I can. I imagine particularly for women of color. But I would also say that along with that added pressure and added negative stuff coming people's way, there's also empowerment, you know? And so you can feel that added pressure, but you can also do something about it. Athletes are now more empowered by some of the same kind of mechanisms that create the pressure, including social media. And so now if they are feeling this added pressure and they're feeling like, you know what, I'm not feeling this right now, they actually have a say in what happens. And I think that we're like Naomi Osaka and now Simone Biles are reacting to the time and place and the kind of pressures that of the time and place in which they're competing. But they also have remedies for that. Look, you know what? I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to take a step back. And I would just reinforce again the idea that for those who would say, well, then you can't be the greatest, but she already is. So obviously you can.
You want to go, Kimberly?
Oh, go ahead, Kim.
Yeah, go ahead, Kimberly. Oh, first of all, I'll just say, Simone Biles.
You see how he stopped? Oh, go ahead, Kimberly. I don't want to step on nobody's toes. No sir, boss. Not none of these super liberal feminists. No sir, boss. That's how they are over there at ESPN. This is a huge problem. Because this is what young men see. This is what especially young black men see. You have to divert everybody in front of you. You have to sit your ass down, shut up, and as long as you say things that we agree with, we're gonna have you speak it. Let's keep it going.
Already solidified herself as the GOAT. Tokyo was going to be the icing on the cake. There was nothing that she was going to do that was going to make us say, oh, now she's really the GOAT. As somebody who covers athletes, as somebody who's covered baseball, football, basketball, I've watched Major League Baseball pitchers have the yips. I've talked to baseball players about consulting a sports psychologist.
All right, we're done with all that. Let's look at the difference on how they spoke about Simone Biles. Just like the other young lady that that the tennis had a mental breakdown this past year as well. And then now I want you to see how Shannon Sharp speaks on Antonio Brown. Look at the difference. Let me share this with you. Hold on one second. Please like and subscribe, people. I don't care if it's one person watching right now. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to give you a show. I'm a little sick right now. I got the corona. But, you know, I'm doing this because, again, I do this for the young men in the world that think they're supposed to sit back and let people just tarnish manhood. Let's keep it going. Now, let's look at Shannon Sharp on Antonio Brown. Let's go. Let's look at this video.
Tom Brady and the Bucs survived 28-24 versus the Jets, but the story of the game was Antonio Brown. AB took his helmet and
I want to make it clear before I show this. I don't agree with nothing Antonio Brown did. This is bigger than Antonio Brown. This is about young black men understanding that these people don't think you're victim, even the people in your own community. They don't think you're victims until you're dead and gone, no matter if you're famous or not. They don't put manhood first when it comes to black America, because they put people like Antonio Brown in front. So boys can keep on seeing, while all these fake woke, fake social justice networks all over the country get mad. And this is what I wanted to say big. I wanted to make this clear too. I believe the social justice warriors are really mad because of the story on his vaccinated card and how they furious. Like, I'm looking at Jamel Hill. You guys, if you guys know Jamel Hill, the fake sports writer who looked like Chucky, she said that's all she's talking about on Twitter. His fake card. So she's ramming it on him, doing what they do best. A lot of these super liberal black feminists to destroy the heterosexual black man. So let's keep it going.
Hats off in the third quarter and stormed off the field, waving to fans as he left. Now, after the game, Bruce Arians told our own Jay Glazer that he tried to get AB to go back into the game twice for the second half, but the receiver refused. And then the coach went on to tell the
that's not the full story.
Brown is, quote, no longer a Buck. Shannon, is his
Can you guys hear
over,
it?
Or will he get another chance?
No, I believe he'll get another chance. Time will pass and someone will convince themselves that AB has changed and he'll get another shot. Tom Brady brought Antonio Brown into his home because Tom Brady, the most important thing to Tom Brady is winning football games. And that's what's important. I would say 85% of the 85% of the football teams is to win ball games. Yeah,
this is like it was important to your bitch ass.
Still can play at a very high level. AB can be a number one receiver on a lot of ball clubs. Skip, this wasn't Antonio Brown's worst transgression. It was his latest. We got an opportunity to see.
It was the ugliest public transgression.
There you go.
Yeah.
And guess what? What you and I know, people in NFL circles know even more. And they still signed him. Oakland knew everything that man had done in Pittsburgh. New England knew everything that man had done in Oakland and Pittsburgh. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers knew everything that man had done in New England, Oakland, and Pittsburgh, and what he had going on off the field. He got a fake vaccine card even after Bruce Arians said it was a zero tolerance policy.
Yep.
You hear what he said. He got a fake vaccine card. A fake vaccine card. It's not about what he did. I'm telling you, with these fake wokey wokes, like Shannon Sharp, these social justice warriors, that's actually a globalist. He's not so-called pro-black. I'm trying to tell you people that if you acknowledge and understand, of course he's going to say something intelligent every so often. Yes, they supposed to. Stephen, they do it all the time. But the thing is, they are globalists. They are talking heads for neoliberal elitists. This man said this don't have nothing to do with his vaccine and what have you, his card, what have you. But they made it that. This is why they've got to have a real problem with him and not trying to put mental health, label him being as though, I don't know if it's mental health, but this is why they're not trying to label him that what happened last night as mental health like they did Simone Biles and all that. They're not trying to call her no quitter. They're not trying to do none of that. Because again, she's a super liberal feminist black woman. The most protected. One of the most protected. Bottom line. Let's keep it going.
And he kept it. Because he could play. That's how it works. Not just in pro sports, Skip. It's like that in normal society. If somebody can do a job at a high level and it can make a company money, that person, he or she is going to get more opportunities. That's just the way it is. Somebody's going to convince themselves AB has changed. Probably take a year. You probably may have to sit out the rest of this year, maybe half of next year. Somebody gonna give him a shot. Because they say, man,
He's so
you know,
mad.
AB, he done changed. He changed.
He's so mad.
And then people is gonna make some more excuses for him. But I just want to know, man, Twitter, y'all quiet today. Y'all ain't making no excuses for him today. After what?
You hear him? This is what it's about. It's about who's cool, who's not. A grown 50-something-year-old man. A grown 50-something-year-old. He said, Twitter, y'all quiet today. I don't see nobody being quiet on Twitter, especially on his page. People going at him. People trying to, you know, not go at him. They're going at people that's making more logical sense and things of that nature. This man, this is what it's all about. Who's cool, who's not. It's not about, oh, okay, I disagree. This society is not about I can agree to disagree with you. We're gonna shut it down. Who's quiet? Twitter's quiet. Dude, me alone, I sent like about 15 tweets at that fool. And I seen several thousands of people that did the same thing. But this is what it's about. It's about embarrassing the black man that don't go along and get along. This is what it's about. And it's mainly black liberals. It's mainly them. I live in a town right now. Excuse me, guys. I'm a little sick. I live in a town right now. Manhood is like foreign. Like real manhood is foreign. And it's like all chaos and disorder is put on a freaking pedestal. Because if I don't agree with you, if you is a conservative, if you all about being a provider and protector, I don't want to be around you. I want to be, if you got these 30, 40-something-year-old women in the area where I'm at being half naked on social media, and they got teenage girls, and they trying to tell me they really want change. These are the people that, then dating men that can't do nothing for them, but make their lives miserable, and they 40, 50 years old still dealing with those type of guys. This is the problem with this society. And the reason why I bring this up right here is because we're dealing with a society such as was like these TV stations, these so-called social justice TV stations are taking over. They're taking over bull stuff, bull crap. They're trying to tell us, first of all, again, if AB was one of them dudes that always gravitated and what he does to the rappers and degeneracy, this, that, and third, they still love him. But when he do stuff like that, the vaccinated, supposedly cheated, the vaccinated card thing was a fake, supposedly, that's when they get mad. So it's like, if you're not with them, people like Shannon Sharp and as many people like him, if you're not with them 1,000%, and you with them probably a good 998%, they not effing with you. That 2% is done. You might as well be most of it. This is the world, the degenerate world that we are living in. Degenerate world that we are living in. Let's keep it going. This man talking about Twitter like some fucking 22-year-old rapper.
Skip said a source that spoke to him said that he told Tom Brady, "Oh, you going to your boy." Mm-hmm. Now y'all was talking about the man said his foot was hurting. Then you said it was about the incentives. So y'all get together and come out with the story that y'all want to put out to condone his behavior, so you can keep it going instead of putting it on who the responsibility belongs on. Yes, Skip, there have been people that have enabled, that has been complicit. Yes. But at the end of the day, fault lies in the individual.
Yep.
Antonio Brown is the sole is solely responsible for his behavior. And far too many times, people have looked the other way because he can go get you 1,800 yards. He can get you 130 catches. He can get you 15 touchdowns. This is who he is. Y'all didn't want to believe it.
Okay. The difference of how they talk about Antonio Brown versus how they talk about Simone Biles. I'm going to share another video. I'm going to share another video for you guys. Let's keep this going. Because you guys have to understand, again, if you're not with the social justice movement 1000%, they don't want to look at the facts. They don't want to look at nothing. And again, AB can be a degenerate 99.9% of the time. But as long as he is vaxxed and he's telling the truth, they good with it. This is how they work. And again, black men, you have to understand, you are not a victim to them. That's my biggest problem with people like AB. And it's a lot of brothers really believe that people feel sorry for them. People do not feel sorry for you. They don't, especially if you're not down with this woke committee. They don't feel sorry for you. Hold on, let me share another video. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, we going at it. We going at it right now. Hold on 1 second. I just want you guys to see the hypocrisy of this society that we're living in. Hold on 1 second. Let's go with this. Let's look at. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let's look at. It was something I wanted to share. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is 5 months ago.
Hanging from your hand to something that happens to your head to something that happens to your toe.
You've had an amazing career and have represented the United States impeccably. Simone has won 25 world medals. That's the most in gymnastics history, men or women. She won 5 Olympic medals.
This young lady right here, Joy, she's like one of the. If you go on her social media, her Instagram, this lady is so far left, it's not even funny. Let's keep it going.
16. She has 4 skills on the floor named after her on floor, beam, and vault.
Okay.
There were 5 2016.
Look at Reed.
Tied for the most by a U.S. gymnast.
All right.
She's so dominant that ahead of the game that the judges don't actually know how to properly rate her. That's how skilled she is. If she never went to Tokyo, if she never competed again, she would right now be the greatest in history in her sport. And that's not my opinion. That's just the math.
Okay, so why did she go? Who told her to go if she had these mental issues? And I'm pretty sure she did. But the whole point of this live is to make people understand that it's a double standard in these social justice movements. They don't want they don't want people that don't agree with them, that might even agree with them most of the time. When they disagree with them a little bit, they want them to be shut down on social media outlets. This is the communist developing in this country. Communism. You know, why was she there? If she had this problem, why was she there? Why aren't you guys saying what she said to her teammates? She's telling them, well, this and that, third. Her teammates wasn't impressed by her. I haven't seen a teammate yet come to Simone Biles and say the things that they said about her. They had a problem with it. None of her teammates came out to defend her at all. This just, again, you guys have to understand the hypocrisy that we're living in, man. And especially you black men that really believe that people on your team. You the only one that's got you. Let's keep it going.
As a black man, you are expected to suffer in silence. We all see what's going on with Antonio Brown right now, right? And we know that a lot of athletes been coming out speaking on mental illness. Athletes such as Michael Phelps, Brandon Marshall, Kevin Love, Simone Biles, Naomi Osaka. All of those athletes has been expressing the fact that they've been suffering from mental illness. Even athletes such as Steve Francis. And we can sympathize and we can empathize for certain athletes, especially female athletes. But when it comes to black male athletes, such as Antonio Brown, we get no sympathy. We get no empathy. People such as Ryan Clark, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, and other black analysts that works for these major media outlets attack these black athletes and give them no sympathy. Why is this so?
What I make of it is that he's a disgrace, and there's no way to slice that. I can't excuse the kind of behavior that he has exhibited. It's absolutely positively embarrassing. He should be ashamed of himself. His family should be ashamed of him. His friends should be ashamed of him. And nobody should condone this kind of behavior, because when you look at it, you can talk about whether it was orchestrated or not or whatever. It makes absolutely no sense.
The white man don't need to say a damn word no more. You don't need to say a damn word. No. We got 60-something-year-old black men that's getting these biscuits, these butter biscuits that will that would do them the honor to disrespect another black man without understanding him and his nature, just because of jealousy. It's not like, the black man get the benefit of the doubt with anything, but we still got these characters. That's what they are, characters on television. And even everyday society, a lot of these characters that control a lot of these young black boys that's not being told how important manhood is. This is crazy. Let's keep it going.
Whatsoever. You forced your way out of Pittsburgh, even though a lot of people didn't like that. I was speaking to him at that particular moment in time. It was a business decision. Guaranteed money had ran out. He wanted to go someplace else. But what was your excuse in Oakland? You got the guaranteed dollars you were looking for, A. B, the cryotherapy treatment that went wrong and made you have the ugliest feet on the planet that you decided to show to everybody as if we wanted to see that. Okay, that had nothing to do with the Raiders. The helmet issue, not with just one grievance, but two grievances. That had nothing to do with the Raiders. The helmet that you couldn't...
Real quick, I want people to show me the top 5 white folks that Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith will talk about as grossly as they will talk about other black men. I want to see it, guys. Let it be a non-white person. It be a non-white person at least. I want a top 5 of who they talked about, the way they talk about other black heterosexual men. I want people to show me that. All right? Please, let's keep it going.
Discover you couldn't find one to wear, even though they have 40 different options and over 2,000 players were in the NFL at the time, because you had 89 dudes on the roster. Only one man was filing a grievance and threatening to retire. One man, not Tom Brady, not Aaron Rodgers, nobody.
We had a source that spoke to him, said that he told Tom Brady, "Oh, you going to your boy." Mm-hmm. Now y'all was talking about the man said his foot was hurting. Then you said it was about the incentives. So y'all get together and come out with the story that y'all want to put out to condone his behavior, so you can keep it going instead of putting it on who the responsibility belongs on. Mm-hmm. Yes, Skip, there have been people that have enabled that has been complicit.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, fault lies in the individual.
Yep.
Antonio Brown is solely responsible for his behavior. And far too many times, people have looked the other way because he can go get you 1,800 yards. He can get you 130 catches. He can get you 15 touchdowns. This is who he is. Y'all.
And he also has an elite level athletic trait of competitiveness. When Antonio Brown shows up prepared to play a football game, there's no one that works harder. There's no one that gives more. There's no one that cared more about their individual performance than Antonio Brown. And I think that was why people were able to give him time and chance again. Yeah. He's now taken that away from himself. Yeah. Antonio Brown has quit on teams. Antonio Brown has quit on players, quit on people. Antonio Brown has never quit on himself. And yesterday, he quit on himself. And obviously, I'm not going to play Monday morning therapist to say that I think that there are certain things going on with him, or we don't know what type of tragedy or what type of trauma from his childhood is now showing up. But yesterday, he took everything away from himself. Yesterday, he sealed it that will be the last football game he will ever play in the NFL. You used to be able to say that no matter what, we know that he will compete. He no longer will do that. We used to be able to say that no matter what, he won't quit on himself or a football team on game day, and we can no longer say that. Antonio Brown is now holistically inconsistent as a human. You don't want...
As I said before, guys, I'm not taking up for Antonio Brown on his actions yesterday during the game, because as a football guy, big time, I believe that was the wrong thing to do. But facts are coming out to say why he chose to do something like that yesterday, crazy shit like that. But at the same time, that's still no excuse as a man. But Antonio Brown problem is he, just like a lot of these black men in America, I don't understand why, especially when they get money, they believe everybody's their friend. Everybody going to pull up with their bullshit, no matter how talented that they are. But they don't understand you be the first one that they're going to villainize. And now white folks don't have to do it. They got people like Ryan Clark that would love to do stuff like this, that will couldn't wait to do stuff like this. So we got people like Ryan Clark, Jamel Hill, Shannon Sharp, Stephen A. Smith, all these characters that's on television destroying a heterosexual black man, and no one wants to talk about this. No one wants to really get in tune with this, because it's happening even within our communities. You got the black man that's actually taking care of business, actually making sure the next generation is, getting ready for this society. Wow, you got these people that want to be to people that's talking about they woke, and all they are is looking for acceptance, validation from other people. In order to do that, is to be the sheep, vote blindly. You understand me? Raise your son or daughter to be an unproductive citizen of this country. Always play the victimhood card. We want them people to be in the mix of our children. This is why Black America, for the most part, is on the lowest total pole, and especially Black American heterosexual men. This is all what this is about. All what this is about. I'm gonna let you listen to what this clown was talking about. I was getting on him on Twitter as well.
Inconsistent humans in your locker room. You don't want inconsistent players on your team, and you don't want a teammate that you cannot count on, and you can no longer count on Antonio.
It kind of started yesterday. Like yesterday, I just woke up and I was really depressed, but I don't know why.
The recent revelations are nothing new.
I'm just an okay player that was able to play okay. I'm so sad right now.
Please like and subscribe to my channel, guys.
Naomi Osaka has been open.
If you want to join in, please join in.
I spent 3 months at McLean Hospital in the outpatient program. McLean Hospital is the #2 psychiatric hospital in the entire world. So being in on that campus in dialectical behavior therapy, cognitive behavior therapy, mentalization therapy, and living this every single day, it was like
Sorry about that.
some of us was dealing with anxiety and depression for the very first time, stood up and said, this is what I'm dealing with. They were brave and they were bold enough to be able to share their stories. So now you're seeing athletes start to react. Now,
Damn. So this is what the end is going to look like for me. So I wouldn't say I just automatically started drinking. I started living my life the way that I wanted to, as far as that little kid that had all that suppression while he was on the NBA basketball still had to play by those jail rules. Did it get out of control sometimes? That one time I got a DWI, I was upset. But also going through a divorce at the time, going through my NBA career coming to it, and going through my dad committing suicide, going through all those things with no help. So then I started popping up and drinking like, damn, what the hell? What's going on? What's going to be my next move? What are you going to do next? So when you get to that point and you break down, you're dark. That levee going to break. And mental health to me is when you are able to admit that you're tired. And I was tired of holding some of those things in. I was tired of holding all these people together who didn't really care about Steven.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a snitch, but speaking out about being mentally soft is like snitching when we were growing up. I couldn't do that. I didn't want to break the Francis barrier about talking about my weaknesses and why I drink and what triggered me. But if you look at the timeline, they add up to, me having to take a step back from everything.
It's interesting when you have a injury, so to speak, and you have a knee injury or my hand or, it's an ankle sprain. It's a lot different when you can't see it. And somebody doesn't know what's going on outside the lines. Everybody's going through something. Success is not immune to depression.
Not a lot of people can relate to winning and to being an elite athlete and to doing the things and breaking the barriers that we're doing. But a lot of people can relate to mental health and normal people stuff because we're not seen as normal people walking around. But then once I kind of took a step back, I obviously was expecting to feel a lot of backlash and embarrassment, but it's the complete opposite. And that's the first time I felt human, besides Simone Biles, I was Simone and people kind of respected that.
All right, guys. Yeah, so the point is, we don't know what's going on. The point of this whole conversation, this live tonight, is why do we have to jump all over Black men when we have a problem? Why does this keep on going? This within, even within our own community, my own community, same thing. I'm not over here taking up for, as I said numerous of times on this live, taking up for Mr. AB, Tony Brown, his actions yesterday. But my problem is, if you're going to do him like you doing him, you do the same thing for people like Simone Biles that just quit on our team. Do the same thing. But again, I get it. It's a social justice movement. You guys really don't care what he done. If he would have did all that, y'all probably would have been screaming out mental health as well. It's all about when he lied about, supposedly, allegedly lied about his card, his AFVAX card. That was the biggest problem for the mainstream media. And all these sheep that's following them, they really don't really know or really don't care. They're just trying to follow a trend. This is why, again, my community, Black American community, is losing out on many different things because we believe we should help non-Black people destroy our own community, especially if we don't agree with certain agendas. This how it's be. This how it's going to be. But anyway, I hope you like the live. Please, comment if you will, and like and subscribe to the channel. Share the video and everything. Let me, try to get rid of this goddamn cold, this COVID that I've been dealing with since Christmas. I had to do this because, again, my love for Black manhood to develop more is like no other. That's my passion. One of my passions, my top 5 passions. And if I got to do this shit alone, I will always do it alone. But as many Black men such as myself are doing this, it's not many of them where I live at. But it's okay, because one thing about this internet, the world is a whole lot smaller. And I appreciate the brothers that's making sure they are stepping up, giving knowledge to these young men that's coming up, these young boys that's coming up. That's what it's all about. Anyway, guys, let's stop being hypocrites and let's start being level-headed. Peace.